Hey everyone, I'm Aishwarya Mahapatra and welcome back to my channel. So today in this video, we will be discussing the step-by-step prep guide for CS fundamentals. Now let's first discuss that why CS fundamentals are even important. To be honest, I've seen a lot of online assessments these days in which the weightage of the coding questions and the CS fundamentals are equal. So if you're really good at CS fundamentals, then also you are very likely to clear the online assessments. Similarly, I've seen many companies who assess the candidate's DSA in the coding round itself, and during the interviews they tend to ask you questions on your projects and then in-depth CS fundamentals. So all in all, you need to be good at CS fundamentals. Now in many videos you might have seen people telling you the best resources for CS fundamentals or the most important topics to be covered for CS fundamentals. But in this video, I'm going to tell you the step-by-step prep guide for an in-depth preparation for CS fundamentals. Now, before going ahead with the video, I would like to tell you that the preparation strategy that I'm going to discuss in this video is going to take you around 2 to 3 months, right? I'm not asking you to give your whole study time for solely preparing the CS fundamentals, but rather what I'm saying is before 2-3 months of your interviews, you should give half of the time to the CS fundamentals preparation and the rest half to your coding questions, right? And this is the best way to prepare the CS fundamentals in the most effective way, right? However, if you don't have 2-3 months and you just have like a month or even less remaining before the interviews and you haven't prepared anything for CS fundamentals yet, I too have a resource for it, which is kind of a shortcut for you to prepare CS fundamentals in the best way. But for that, you have to wait till the end. So don't forget to watch the video till the end. So first, I'll be telling you that how to prepare subjects like OS, DBMS and CS. So the first step is to go with the video playlist, right? I recommend these very famous channels, that is Knowledge Gate and Gate Smashers, right? And specifically for OS and CN, go with Gate Smashers, and for DBMS, go with Knowledge Gate. Now, once you're done with all the videos of the playlist, then you can actually go to the articles section of GFG for the corresponding subjects, right? However, there are a lot of subtopics present under every subject, right? Whether be OS, DBMS or CN, and you don't necessarily need to go through all the subtopics, right? So for OS and DBMS, what I've done is I've actually created a doc, right, in which you will find the specific subtopics that you need to cover, and the ones that you don't really need to cover, I have actually skipped those, right? So you can use that doc to see the topics or subtopics that you need to definitely cover, and then you can skip the ones that you don't want to cover actually, right? But for CN, I would say that CN, if you are applying for STE roles, CN is not that important, right? But however, you need to be on the safer side, and that's why I have actually mentioned some really important topics that you should know for CN, and you can prepare those topics from the GFG articles once again, right? And in case you prefer videos, then as I earlier said, you can definitely go with Gate Smashers playlist for CN, right? Now, once you are done with these articles, the third step is to actually practice the quizzes, okay? So you can find the quiz section in GFG itself, right? And then you can go and give the quizzes to actually assess how much you've learned so far, right? And in this way, you are preparing yourself in a complete way for every subject, right? And now you are fully prepared. All you need to do is just 1 to 2 days before your interviews, go through the last minute notes of every subject, which is again available on GFG. And that is just enough for your preparation for all these 3 subjects. Now, a question might have popped up in your head that if we have already seen the videos and learned all the concepts, then why do we even need to go through the GFG articles once again? So I have a very simple reason for it. In fact, I have 2 reasons for it. So the first reason is, while going through the GFG articles, the concepts already covered earlier in the videos will be a revision for you through these articles, right? And also in case there were some details of the concepts missed within those 6 to 7 minutes of the videos, you might find those details within these articles, right? And the second reason is, there might be some concepts which were not even covered in that playlist, right? And they are really crucial for your understanding. So you will find all those concepts in these articles. So this was the whole preparation strategy for all the 3 subjects, that is OS, DBMS and CN. But what about the other subjects like OOPS and SQL? They are equally important, right? So for OOPS, I found this one resource which is the best, and you don't need to go for any other resource at all. And it is beginnersbook.com. So you can actually find the OOPS section within this site, and all the concepts of OOPS have been explained in the best way possible, in the most interactive manner ever, right? So you will actually have a lot of fun going through all the concepts. Secondly, it's been explained in a very concise manner, so the articles are not really long, right? So before interviews, you don't need any last minute notes, and you can once again go through the same resource quickly to revise all the concepts. So now let's talk about the preparation strategy for SQL. So all you need to do is, first, before practicing questions, you need to clear your concepts. And the best site for it is W3 Schools. So you can simply go to the SQL section of W3 Schools and then learn about all the concepts. You can also practice some of the concepts there itself, okay? Then once you're done with it, you now need to practice some real questions of SQL which you may be asked in the interviews. And for it, HackerRank is the best platform. So once again, go to HackerRank, right? And within it, you will find this SQL section, and there you will find many questions that are best for your practice. Once you're done with this, I think it's enough for your SQL. Now, just before the interviews, all you need to do is go to Google and write top interview questions on SQL. So you will find articles like top 50 interview questions on SQL, or top 100 interview questions on SQL, or maybe just top 30 interview questions on SQL, right? So all you need to do is practice these top interview questions from 2 to 3 sites, and then you're all set for SQL. Now you might once again have a question in your head that, is it really important to learn the CS fundamentals in so depth? To be honest, yes, it is important, and I'll tell you why. I literally have faced interviewers who grilled me on CS fundamentals both during the internship season and the placement season. So there was this company which is actually a startup, and during the interviews they didn't even ask me a single coding question because they had already assessed my DSA during the OA itself. So they wanted to check my project knowledge and CS fundamentals, and that guy for straight 45 minutes grilled me on CS fundamentals, on OS, and all the concepts related to it, as well as on DBMS, right? And similarly, it happened to me when D Shaw came on campus, right? During the interviews, I had 2 interviews, and in both the interviews, they grilled me for half of the time on CS fundamentals. And just because I had such an in-depth knowledge of the CS fundamentals, the interviewers were really impressed that I could tell them things that no one else could, okay? And thus I had an edge over others. Now, in case you don't have much time to prepare CS fundamentals, then the best resource that I can suggest you is Striver's SD course sheet. Now, Striver has actually curated a lot of lists for different purposes, and this is one of the lists for core subjects. And I personally believe in using the resources available in the best way possible instead of creating a new resource, right? And this is again one of the resources that you definitely can use. This list consists of all the important concepts, and all you need to do is just Google the answer to the question which is included in this list, and then you're all set for your core subject. However, I don't think that you are going to learn the concepts in depth, but still it's a good way around. Now I've got a full-fledged preparation strategy for CS fundamentals and you don't need to worry about it anymore. In case you want me to make a video on any specific topic, then you definitely can comment it down below. Now before going ahead, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel. I'll meet you in the next video. Till then, bye-bye.